And you said you were about 17, if I remember right. So approximately what year was this?
17 and a half.
Yeah.
1978, 79. So my girlfriend and I are heading down I-95. And it was, I'd say that the sun had set maybe 30 minutes prior to that. It was very windy. You could see the clouds briskly moving across the horizon. You could see the moonlight in the background. Clouds were really briskly rushing along. And suddenly, up ahead, behind the pines, the sky lit up. So I'm thinking, this is just a low-flying aircraft. And I looked over and I said to my friend, that thing's too low. I think it's going to crash. And when I said that, it literally stopped. It stopped above the treetops. As we got closer, you could see the treetops being blown back and forth, almost as if a hurricane was acting upon them. As we sat there looking up to the underside of the craft and we saw these faces looking down at us through these windows, I heard in my head,
"Don't be afraid. We're just here to observe you."
it slowly started to drift above the treetops and across the field to the left. It slowly started to drift backwards into the background and to the left. Very slowly. And then it just accelerated and went whoosh. And it was pitch black again. As you know, it got dark again, and everybody started picking up speed off of the breakdown lane. And I looked over at my girlfriend and I said, "It's going to be all right. We'll get an ice cream." So we headed another mile or two. I'm guessing could have been 3. I don't know. And the exit came up to get off at Mystic, and every car in front of me took the exit. Every single car. Said, okay, I guess that could happen. And we get off the exit, and right across the street on the opposite side of the highway, if I remember properly, there was a Howard & Johnson's, and every single car went to Howard & Johnson's. And I think I mentioned before, one of the strangest aspects of this for me is still how everyone got out of their car at about the same. We all pulled into parking lots and into parking spaces, and everyone got out, and we were all just kind of like slowly, just kind of drifting across the parking lot. Nobody was really talking to anybody else. We sat at the counter. My girl and I sat at the counter on the stools, and there was the other people, as far as I remember, took tables. There was a gentleman sitting next to me, and he had a glass of water, and he was just staring off into the kitchen area. And I still remember what he looks like. This is strange that I remember this man so well. He was about 35, balding, wearing a gray, like a tan windbreaker, just sitting there, just holding his water. And we looked at each other, and he looked me in the eyes and he said, did you see them?
Hmm.
Knew exactly what he was talking about. Yeah, I did. And we had a conversation about strange things that have happened in our lives
Mhm.
to add to that experience. And that I'm afraid is the period on the end of the sentence, or the paragraph, because that's the story. That's all I have.